another 20 bucks per hour, and on my way to go home and sleep, even though it's 6:52 a.m. I heard that working at night actually takes years off of your life, and here I am working at night. This schedule robs me of spending time with my children. This schedule robs me of that evening time that they have whenever they leave school. But at least I'm getting my bills paid, right? There's so much justification that goes into me having this particular job at this particular shift that when I check my body and how physically tired I am forced to be realistic and take in a survey of the totality of my life. How I'm like going through life physically, mentally, socially. I mean, I'm working this hard, and the three things that are constantly on my mind are my rent, being able to fill up my gas tank twice before my next check. I got to be able to fill it up twice, and I've got to be able to feed my children every single day. And I always X myself out when it comes to wanting to be able to feed 3 children for 2 weeks, because I'm like, I can go without a meal, and this is ridiculous. I'm saying it's ridiculous, but it's also the storyline for so many Americans. That's another justification. I really need to be able to think and encompass what my heart desires, my dreams, into my thought without detouring to justification. Well, this is how other Americans are living. Well, at least I'm getting my rent paid. That's so minimal and it's so basic. My last video was about being demoted, and now I'm living on less, and that's if they actually drop my pay this next coming pay period. But I also see creators online that are posting videos of other things, and they have attracted their tribe. And if I can encompass consistency, which is like commitment, if I can just consistency, commitment into my habits, I too could be able to utilize funds that come through being a content creator online, and think about my dreams and go there without detouring to reality, detouring to justification. And I'm gonna do it. I'm marking this video today. It's January 27th, and I am going to inculcate consistency. I'm going to be committed to consistency, and I will see the fruit of my labor, where I will be able to think, and my thoughts will consume dreams, and I will be able to meet them. They will be able to manifest in my life. They will be able to transpire into reality without me having to justify thoughts and the experiences of those, so that I can keep myself humbled and keep myself accepting what I'm experiencing, accepting what I dislike and what I hate. I invite you to do the same. I want this for myself, so that when I sit across from my children and I advise them and I encourage them, I want to be able to say, look at my life. Do you see how I was not in charge of my days because I had a job? I was the days of the week were already sold to Dallas County Jail Sheriff's Department because I work there. But when you have financial freedom, then when you're able to make money, and then you have more time to do as you please. And I do believe that the scriptures that I read, I'm able to be more of a helping hand to the widow, to the orphan, just as the scriptures asks of us. And I don't have to do it with anxiety. When I have money, I know that I make pans of food and I pass it out. When I don't, I am not thinking about, hey, let me give this, or I'm doing it less. Or I'm only doing it when I come across someone and they ask. When I get to a red light, then I'm sharing food. I'm sharing money. I always share food before I share money. That's just me. But when I have, when it's at the top of my check, I actually make food and go out underneath the highways, behind the stores, the Walmarts. I always find people that live in their car behind buildings, abandoned buildings, or large grocery stores like Walmart. That's just how I see it over here. That's how I'm experiencing it. But it's gonna happen, and it's happening now because I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind first, and I'm going to be sold out to it, to where my behaviors will change, and then I'll see the fruition of it in my life. I'm a better example of what I want for my children when I actually live it out. So I want that for you guys, those watching. You want to teach and train your child. You want to advise them and encourage them in one direction. Display it. I remember one of the phrases my mom always used to say, just because I'm doing this doesn't mean that you need to. Actually, it is literally because of your repeated behavior that I am doing what you don't like. And so try doing it less, Mom, and then, I think that would really help me. It would encourage me. It would give me a visual point of contact to where I didn't see this. So, it's not something that I'm going to do. Wish the best for you guys. Take this video, write down in your own personal journals what it is you want, what it is you don't want, and how you're going to go about it. That's really what goal making is. Writing down the dreams and what it would take on a daily schedule to be able to reach that weekly goal, reach that monthly goal, and what could keep you away from that as well, so that you are also aware of when you are gone too far. I'm going to get me an accountability partner, because I know, being a Nigerian, we like to do things in private and let you know when we're at the conclusion stage, like, come celebrate with me, right? But a person like me, if I don't have an accountability partner, I constantly have ideas, full of thoughts and ideas and inspirations and motivations. However, a lot of them don't see the daylight of longevity. They don't see that, they don't see duration. Like, they'll see existence, but they won't see duration. And I really want, and that's really the key to these content creators. They just keep on posting, staying consistent. They learn, they make the adjustments, they improve, they take in some comments, some feedback, some criticism, and they stay committed. I have that I don't want this life. I have that as my motivation. But I also want more for my children. If I could be more present and demonstrate to them what I want from them, like, that is more so the outline of my motivation. Peace. Have a great one. I'm going to sleep even though it's morning.